happening? I can hear myself somewhere. Oh, it's there. Hello. I think we're live, and the sound's fine. Hello, and welcome back to the Adam Sandler podcast, as we're calling it for now. It's the podcast where we go on an excruciatingly detailed journey through the hell that is Adam Sandler's movie career. And with me, as always, is my trusty co-host, Christopher.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello. And today, we are not going to talk about just one Adam Sandler movie. We're talking about two Adam Sandler movies. Because we have arrived at 1996. And this is where Adam Sandler started getting greedy. Because now he's not just making one movie a year, he's making two movies a year. Oh my god. And he almost, for the rest of the years, he will continue to do that, right?
Yeah, most of them. I think it's 1 or 2 years he doesn't do that, but most of the years it's two movies.
Yeah. So yeah, the movies we're talking about are one of his most famous ones, I think. Happy Gilmore. Probably his most popular. Either that or Billy Madison, I think. Maybe Waterboy. But anyway, it's the movie that I first saw with him. Happy Gilmore. And then a movie that I think most people have forgotten about. Bulletproof. His earliest attempt at not doing comedy. It's a kind of a comedy,
but... Well, not a comedy. Well, yeah, it is, but a more serious movie.
Yeah.
He's not playing a serious role, and it is a comedy.
Yeah.
But it's more of a serious comedy in comparison with his other works.
Yeah, he is acting in this one.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually trying to act.
Yeah, he's actually trying to act. Exactly. But we're going to start with Happy Gilmore. Right? All right, we're starting with Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
So, I think, like we said, I think this is the one that most people have seen. Like, it was, at least here in Sweden, I know it was on TV all the time in the late 90s, early 2000s. That's when I saw it. And it's one of the few movies that people always reference to when they say, well, Adam Sandler used to be good. You know, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, Waterboy. And it is one of the few, like, Adam Sandler movies, not counting, like, Punch Drunk Love and Reign Over Me and movies like that. The Adam Sandler movies that I kind of like, or at least I thought I did until I rewatched it. But let's start with your no, we should start. Let's just show a little bit of the trailer, just so people. I think most people have seen it, but just so people can get acquainted with what movie we're talking about. So let's see if I can pull up the trailer for Happy Gilmore. It's here. Oh, I need to put it up on the screen as well. Sorry. There we go. That's the wrong one. There we go. And play. Please excuse the picture quality. There literally isn't an HD trailer for this movie for some reason.
For 400 years, golf has been a gentleman's game. A game of tradition, etiquette, and above all, sportsmanship. Until now.
Y'all ready for this?
Meet Happy Gilmore. He was a hockey player.
That's my puck, baby! Don't you ever touch my puck!
Who was skating on thin ice. But when his grandma needed his help,
Mrs. Gilmore owes the IRS $270,000. We're gonna have to sell the house to someone else.
But she's an old lady. I mean, look at her. She's old.
he discovered a new talent.
The house is like 400 yards away. That's unbelievable.
Now he's going from the rinks
Step right up, folks. See if you can outdrive the amazing golf ball whacker guy.
to the rinks.
Where are you going with those clubs?
Yeah, that's enough. We don't need to see anymore. That's it. He starts playing golf to earn money to save his grandma's house. Very, very similar to Billy Madison, that he has to like step up to the plate to show to stop being good for nothing, and
Yeah.
do something.
In this movie, at least he's not doing it for his own sake.
That's true.
Yeah.
Finally. But what was your initial impression? You had seen it before, right?
Oh yeah, definitely several times.
Yeah.
As I stated before, I used to be a sort of a fan of Adam Sandler. I rewatched the movies, and I wasn't a huge fan, but I liked them.
Yeah.
And this one was one of them. This wasn't the first I've seen of him, but I think this is the first one where I really got hooked for the Adam Sandler, because I mean, it was a fun movie, and I remember it's one of those movies when people talk about it, you feel I gotta see this. When people talk about this hockey player, and he's gonna be a golf player, and he's like the best golf player, and it's like, I gotta see what this is.
Yeah.
So it's the same with Shaun of the Dead. Is also one of those movies when people talk about it, you feel I gotta see this. Not to compare these movies, but
No.
So I liked it. It was one of my favorites before. Now when I rewatched it,
Yeah.
I mean, it has its moments. There's some fun. I actually laughed a couple of times.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
me too.
I don't have anything against the movie, but I don't have that much for the movie either. It's not as offensive as the earlier two.
No.
I'm not talking offensive in like offensive humor. I mean offensive in how bad it is.
Yeah.
So it's fine. If a friend of mine wanted to see it on a movie night, I wouldn't say, "Oh no." Yeah, sure. Put it on. It's fine. But I don't think I'm gonna crave watching it again.
No, no, me neither.
I think it's a very run-of-the-mill 90s comedy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I've been chronicling the Adam Sandler movies on Letterboxd, and so far this one has gotten the highest score. You know about Letterboxd, right?
Yeah, you talked about it last time, I think.
Oh, right, sure, yeah. So out of 5, I actually gave this 3. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
And
it's one of those straight in the middle comedies. So yeah.
I mean, I could have given like a 2.5, but I do enjoy it. There are things about it though that I definitely don't like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of them is that, like, it's. I mean, I don't know how to say it. That's not technically a bad thing, but it's not that it's too violent, but the violence is very, I don't know, excessive somehow. Like for a comedy, the violence isn't funny. When they punch people, it's like, oh Jesus, with the sound effects and the effects of it. It's just, I mean, I don't mind it, but it's just it's jarring.
Jarring?
When you think you're watching a comedy and it's like, oh, Bob Barker just kicked Adam Sandler in the face and he passed out. That's not funny.
Well,
I mean, it's supposed to be funny, and I get it, but it's done in such a way that's like, oh, that's not funny.
Yeah, but that's part of the Adam Sandler humor that he sort of invented when he came out.
Yeah.
When he was doing these movies, when this was new. That was like part of it. This excessive kind of realistic violence.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the movies from here on has that.
Yes, I was gonna say that too, because there was mild violence in Billy Madison,
Yeah.
but that was still like, that's kind of funny. Oh, he fell. Oh, he punched him. And yeah, with this movie and going forward, especially this one and especially Waterboy, it's like they're violent.
Yeah.
And I don't mind it, but it's weird in a comedy.
Yeah, but I think that's one of the ingredients to why he became big, and why his movies got like the notoriety that it did, because it was something new and refreshing. And as we said before, these movies are made for like 12 to 15-year-old boys,
Yeah.
and the boys like violence.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
So,
And
I get what you're saying, but I mean, I think that's part of the plan.
oh yes, definitely. And I do enjoy the violence, and I like I said, I like it because it is so violent. That's fun, but not in a comedy kind of way. And especially the sound effects, specifically, and just how he is as a character. We saw a little bit of the hockey stuff from the beginning of the movie in the trailer. Like he's a violent maniac.
Yeah.
Like even worse than in Billy Madison.
Yeah, I think the worst for me, when I was most like taken aback, it was when he was when he beat up that guy on the sidelines when he was putting the first time he was putting.
Oh yeah, when he ripped the shirt off him and just punched him in the
and
face.
That's like,
yeah, it's so like
before that he was violent, but it was understandable.
Yeah.
It was like in hockey rink and things like that.
yeah.
That moment, a guy said, "Oh, this is taking a long time." He got like punched the shit out of him.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I mean. It's so uncalled for, and just makes him out to be kind of unlikable.
Yeah,
That's an ongoing theme in these movies.
but I think that's where this movie really, that's I think they learned something in this movie, and that's he can be as unlikable as they want, as long as the bad guy is more unlikable.
Yeah.
Because the bad guy in this one, if we compare with Billy Madison, as we said, the bad guy in that one, he's not that bad.
No.
He's like, he's a little petty, but you understand him.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. In this one, this is like an evil guy.
Yeah, but I gotta say, like, they sort of like in Billy Madison, they make him evil because he's the bad guy. I mean, he's just really another golfer. I mean, he does things during the movie that turns him into the bad guy.
Yeah.
But from the start, he's just, he's a stuck-up golfer. That's about it. It's not like, once again, it's not like he has a diabolical plan to shut down the golf tour or I don't know.
No, but he
deforest something and build a new golf course or something. It's just
but it has this which is I think deep rooted. Why you hate him so much is this the upper class hating on the working class. I think that's the thing, that he's like, he puts himself and other golfer as better than normal people.
Oh yeah,
and
there's a lot of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that, and he's like, they're ruining the sport with beer. Brr. And it's like, and it's those things that make him so unlikable, and why we forgive Happy Gilmore for being so over the top, violent, and psychopathic.
Yeah, because he's one of us.
Yeah, exactly.
He's literally, it's literally pandering to the audience. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's
I would say.
And
no.
to be a little elitist myself, I think that's why people like it.
Yeah, of course, that's what I like it.
Yeah,
because it's fun to see like these rich folks getting punched down to our level. I mean, it's fun to see.
Yes, it is. And they do. They turn him into a bona fide evil person towards the end.
Yeah, and like through the movie, he starts to cheat and do these like amoral acts that goes beyond what Happy Gilmore does.
Yes.
Because Happy Gilmore, he beats up some people, but he doesn't break the rules, so to speak. I mean, it's that's part of the plot or the story. Yeah.
That and it's kind of interesting as the movies progresses that this is like a year after Billy Madison, and the movie is literally about. It could be the same character, but now he's learning to like I don't know to better himself.
Yeah.
More
And
than
think
in
about
Billy
other
Madison.
people.
Yeah, think about other people. Like he calms down. He doesn't beat up people towards the end because of the PR lady. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
Veronica? I don't remember. Julie Bowen is the actress.
Yeah.
He does it because he wants to hook up with her, but it's something. So
Yeah.
there is a maturation to the character of Happy Gilmore if you compare it to Billy Madison. It's very slight, but there's at least something there.
Yeah. I mean, the only big problem I have with the movie, because I think it's fine, but that is golf is very hard to make interesting to watch, especially in a movie setting. I get it if you're golf if you play golf and you know the rules, you know these things. I understand why it's interesting to watch like golf on TV.
Yeah.
But those people won't like the golf in this movie because it's wrong. And we that don't play golf, we don't like it in this movie because golf is kind of boring to watch if you don't know anything about golf. So it's a disconnect, and it doesn't really work. And there's so many times you can follow Happy Gilmore's ball and see how far it goes before it stops getting kind of lame.
Yeah.
Those drone shots, those drone shots when you were like following, when you were in the perspective of the ball.
Yeah.
Those shots, God, I hated them at the end.
They do them too many times. The first time it's like, hey, the way they introduce his drive. That's a good scene. That was the first time I like genuinely laughed in any of these movies. When he hits the guy in the head, you guys are gonna pay for that. Oh, that I chuckled. And then the second one hits the wife and she falls out the window. That was funny. I laughed for real.
Yeah, there were a lot of funny moments in this movie. It was a fun movie.
Yeah. But I thought we were gonna we should take a look at some of the violence just so people get a perspective. So I wanted to find the hockey scene because he's just so unhinged in that one. Because he's like beating up the hockey coach and screaming, "You think you're better than me?"
Yeah.
It was like, whoa, calm down. But the only one I could find was the Bob Barker fight.
Yeah.
So I thought we should play a little bit of that just so people get listen to the sound effects. The punches, you can like feel them. The sound is amazing. So let's watch a little bit of that and play.
I can't believe you're a professional golfer. I think you should be working at the snack bar. You better relax, Bob. There is no way that you could have been as bad at hockey as you are at golf.
All right, let's go.
You like that, old man? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
Now you're gonna get it, Bobby.
There's one here when he just throws him to the ground here. This one.
Yeah.
Oh, and interestingly, that's I don't know exactly how much, but for the most of it, that's actually Bob Barker doing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wrong, bitch.
Oh, that's so poorly edited. But anyway, we're gonna get to the kick here. It's just not funny violence. This is just violent.
I think you've had enough.
This one.
No? Now you've had enough.
That's how you kill a person.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Yeah. So it's funny because it's so over the top, but for me at least it doesn't really fit in the movie. I mean it does, but it's almost too violent.
Yeah.
But it's still entertaining. But yeah, just quickly, the director Dennis Dugan, who plays Doug in the movie, the golf board chairman of the board guy. Yeah, that's the director.
Okay.
He told Bob Barker, but don't worry, we have a stuntman for you. And he's like, what? If I'm gonna fight, I want to do it for real. So he actually did the fight for real. And he was like pushing 70 or 60 at least. So that's admirable, and it helps with the fight. But yeah, so that's kind of the tone of the violence throughout the movie. And continuing this theme, at least for me, of Adam Sandler not being a likable person.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is, we mentioned it a little bit, but he's like psychotic from time to time.
Yeah. But I think that's also like part of his arc, sort of.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That he learns to like contain himself.
That's true, yeah.
Because in the beginning, no, he's just a psychotic monster who attacks anyone who just looks at him funny.
Yeah. And even when it's not like violence, it's when his girlfriend breaks up with him in the beginning, when they're talking over the intercom, and he just like explodes the second she says something, and then, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Oh, just please come back. It's like, yeah, you better run, lady. He's nuts. So yeah, so that's gonna continue as we get further into his filmography.
Because I mean, even by now, you realize that he only has one character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically plays the same person every time. Yeah,
I mean, it's like in if you play tabletop role playing game.
Mm. Oh yeah.
There are some people who always play the same character. Maybe there's different backstory, but it's always the same character.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Adam Sandler. He always plays the same thing, even though it's a different setting, a different backstory, and a different way he got there. He's still the same character.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go to those later on, way later. But then he actually does movies when he does another character, something else. That's when he actually is kind of good.
Yeah.
For example, Punch Drunk Love, Punch Drunk Love is.
Punch Drunk Love is still kind of an Adam Sandler character, but it's we shouldn't talk
done
much
good.
about it, but yeah, it's done good, and they're deconstructing why that character is so unlikable, basically.
But until then, until we hit those movies, it's the same character, and even to this day, I mean, Grown Ups 2 was just a few years ago. This is the same character.
Yeah, I mean, I saw Pixels when it came out. It's just that's basically Happy Gilmore, but now he's good at 80s video games instead of golf. It's the same.
But talking about the same character, how many of the regulars did we see in this movie? Adam Sandler regulars.
Well, the caddy is Alan Covert once again.
Yep, and he's at this point in every movie he's been, right?
I think so.
But he was in Overboard.
He was in Overboard and was a bartender. But who was he in Billy Madison? I don't remember.
He was. I know he was in it.
I know he was in it, but
what? Well, let's see. Gotta keep track of it. We need to keep a list of this.
Yes. We as we continue, we should do that. Alan Covert.
Wasn't he in it?
How the hell do you spell that? I don't know.
Oh, he wasn't in Billy Madison.
Oh no!
I thought he was in every movie. I just really? Oh crap.
Okay. Well, he's spoilers. He's in Bulletproof, and he's gonna be in the movie after that. Which is that Waterboy? No, there's some one in between, right?
No, next week is Waterboy.
All right, yeah, he's in that one.
Yeah,
he's in Little Nicky.
So, and Kevin Nealon, isn't he like a regular? Sort of.
He was
not before this, but
no, he was on SNL at the same time.
Yeah. So he's in, because I know he's in more than this one.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I know he is in more in this one. I just don't remember which one.
But maybe he's not a regular as Covert is.
No, not as regular as Covert. But he does appear in several movies.
Yeah.
And they both appeared in Dirty Work a couple of years later. Not together, though, but... But
so it's only Covert at the moment.
Yes. And a little later we're going to get David Spade and the other guy. You know, the guy.
Deuce Bigelow or whatever you call it.
Oh yeah, him too. Yeah,
that guy.
Forgot about him.
That wasn't the guy we're thinking of. No, okay.
No. I was thinking of what's his name? Not Alan Covert, the other guy.
Oh, okay. The other guy.
Peter Dante.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna start appearing in movies pretty soon. I think he's in Waterboy. That's My Boy, 51st Dates, Grown Ups 2, Jack and Jill. Yeah. So this is where we start seeing regulars.
No. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if I.
No, there is there is one more very important thing that is introduced here. So we have the solidifying of the Adam Sandler character. Now it's a thing. Yeah. It's been 3 movies. He's still doing the same character. Yeah. Now we have the introduction of the regulars, his friends, being in the movies. I guess technically one of the movers from the beginning of the movie. That's picking up all the furniture from Grandma's house. Yeah. The bigger white guy. He's a comedian. Will Sasso, very young Will Sasso. He's a funny guy now. So I don't know if he's a regular, but it's one of the he's a comedian friend of Adam Sandler. So it's the start of that. And Happy Gilmore is the first movie where they sneak in advertisement. Or not really sneak in, but they kind of make it a part of the story.
Yeah, the Subway.
Yes, because he's literally in a Subway commercial in the movie.
Yeah. And it's like several times where it's kind of, I mean, and that's actually very clever because there's a lot of points in the movie where they make it painfully clear that he likes Subway and they speak with like very brand dealy. But then they make it a plot point, so it was foreshadowing, so you can't really blame them for it.
Yeah.
Which I think is very clever.
Yeah.
And it's sleazy, but still clever.
But yeah, that's something we're gonna see later on as well. Like they sneak in commercials, but they get less and less subtle and more and more blatant. But there is actually a connection between this and Jack and Jill, because the lady character Julie Bowen, whatever her name is in the movie, his love interest, she's actually Virginia, that was it, not Veronica. Virginia. She's the PR person for the golf tour. She handles all the PR, the advertisements. So she's the one that's like, hey, light bulb, when he starts talking about the Subway. So they have a PR person in the story. Fast forward to 2011, Adam Sandler's literally playing a PR person in Jack and Jill, and that movie is it has so many advertisements in it. So this is the start of that, the sleazy advertisement.
The idea.
Yes, it was like, hey,
it's planted here.
We can make money off the movie, but we could also make money off of ads. So I thought we were gonna look at that Subway ad that he makes. And when they're like, oh, we're clever. Yes, you're very clever.
No.
Not character in the movie. Adam Sandler, you're very clever.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me bring that up there. And we'll start from the beginning. There we go. And play.
I don't want to hear it. It's over. My grandmother's never gonna see her house again.
Yeah, but you've made
Oh yeah, that's after the Bob Barker fight.
Get her a really nice condo.
Oh wait,
yeah, he's all beat up.
Her cup is switching positions when they change point of view.
Yeah.
So the logo is always.
Of course.
All right. I failed. Okay.
And here.
Let me just sit here and enjoy the one thing that makes me a little bit happy. This fresh, Delicious, tasty, meaty, turkey-filled, cold-cut combo. I eat 3 every day to help keep me strong.
Hey, Happy! Can I have one of those? Coming right up.
Coming right up.
Haha, it's so funny. He makes a Subway commercial. Haha. No, it's literally a Subway commercial.
About a hole-in-one.
Oh my god.
Sandwiches will drive away your hunger.
Don't even cut away from it.
Nope.
There we go. Oh my god.
I gotta see all of it.
So that's
Yeah.
where it starts. It's not in every movie like we're going to see with Bulletproof, but it's going to be in like most of the movies after that.
Yeah. But Bulletproof isn't like an Adam Sandler movie.
No, not really.
So should we go over to that one now? Or do you have anything else to say?
Well, I did find one more clip.
Okay.
Just like last week, we found the inspirational indie drama version of Billy Madison. This week I found a fake trailer that kind of encapsulate the psychotic energy of Happy Gilmore. So I thought we should look at that because it's not as good as the last one, but it's pretty good. So let's check that out. There and play.
Y'all ready for this?
What a shot by Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore! Drive it 400 yards!
He's a publicist's dream.
Happy Gilmore. He's been the talk of the course today with his huge drives and his amazing...
Hey, my girlfriend's dead, you know.
Don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
I've heard you've done some really interesting things.
Hey, we didn't even mention Ben Stiller's in this.
Yeah.
You killed a golf legend. You may be right, but our ratings are up and we're attracting new youthful sponsors. I'm sorry, Shooter. There's nothing I can do.
Guess I'll have to take care of this myself.
He's just threatened by you.
Congratulations, murderer.
You know, I know what you're doing right now, and I don't like it.
That's kind of the thing. Like with just a few touches, it's not a comedy anymore. It's a movie about a
You gotta pretend that
heavily disturbed person.
Nice girlfriend of yours.
Oh, she's dead.
you killed Bob Barker.
I know that, and I'm sorry.
Kick him off the tour.
That might be extreme considering the fact that our ratings were the highest that we've ever had.
I was on this tour for one reason, money. But now I got a new reason.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Listen, this goes about business. Anybody I get close to dies. How are you at lunch?
Oh my God!
Oh my God, power failure. It's getting very scary in here.
Oh.
I gotta say, I prefer this one from the last week.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think this one is better.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, he's severely disturbed.
Yeah.
And it's worrying that he's our hero. Anyway, so that's Happy Gilmore. Probably his most popular movie still. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
at least the one that people have this fond memory of.
yes, exactly.
Because I've been talking with friends about this podcast that we're doing.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, and everyone's reaction is like, "Ooh,
Why?
why? Why would you do that to yourself?" And I don't know. But almost everyone is saying like, yeah, but I mean, Happy Gilmore was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like we said.
That's how everyone remembers it. And then I always follow up. When did you see it last?
Oh, I was 13, 14.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about one of his more forgettable movies.
Yeah.
Let's switch the background to Bulletproof. Yes. I don't know. I honestly, I don't have the energy for this movie. I didn't even take the time to find any funny clips. I have a trailer for it. That's about it.
Did you dislike this movie that much?
It's not that I disliked it that much. It was,
Or was it that was 2 Adam Sandlers in 1 week?
Yeah, partly that. But also that it's so bland. It's so boring. Like, it's an action movie that is not it's not at all exciting.
Yeah.
Let's just watch a little bit of the trailer so people know what we're talking about. Because this one I literally don't think people remember.
No. I remember this movie kind of fondly, though.
Oh, okay.
I remember I watched this back in the day.
I think this was actually the first time I ever saw the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it several times, actually.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I think.
Well, let's watch a little bit of the trailer. So let's hit play. There we go.
Trust is a very important commodity in business.
Mr. Colton, I trust this guy with my life.
Screw that.
They were partners,
Screw it!
We got company.
Smooth and easy.
friends,
Everything we do, we split down the middle, right?
Of course we do. We're partners.
but every friendship
You're the only guy I've ever trusted in my entire life.
hits the occasional bump in the road.
You're under arrest.
You better be messing around.
You have the right to remain silent.
How can you do this
You have
to
the right
me?
to
This cost me millions of dollars. Millions. I'm very, very mad.
For Detective Jack Keats,
There he is. Not even a bullet in the head could stop him.
the last man he wants to see
Have you been drinking, sir? I had about a half beer, but the dog had a lot.
is the one witness he needs to protect.
He knows my operation from top to bottom.
It's up to you to bring him in, Keats.
You sneeze. If I even smell your breath, I will shoot you dead. How about if I chew loud?
Now they don't know who.
Yeah, all right, that's enough. Right. So, let's start with your opinion. What was your opinion of this movie?
So, as stated, I've seen it before, I think several times, but I don't remember that much of it.
No.
Because it's not a memorable movie.
No.
It's, as you said, kind of bland. The only thing I actually remembered was the part in the cabin.
Oh, okay.
That was the only part I remembered of this movie.
Yeah, that's probably the most interesting part.
Yeah.
Mostly because of the hotel owner or the motel owner. I like that character.
Yeah, he was a good character. Yeah, I say I don't hate this movie. I mean, the biggest issue is the direction, I'd say.
Oh yes, yes.
Because I think the actors are doing, even Adam Sandler is doing a pretty good job for what they got. There's good chemistry with the actors. I think Damon works great as both his undercover character and as the straight police officer guy. I think they do a good job, have a good chemistry. I think the writing is okay. It's not great, but I mean it's on par of like Tango and Cash. I think. Okay. I think the writing is, because it's like one of those like. It came out in the 90s, but it is like one of those 80s action buddy cop movies. That's what it is.
Yeah, that was literally like the producers' frame of reference was we're gonna make a 48 Hours, the Nick Nolte Eddie Murphy movie. We're gonna make that for the 90s.
Yeah, and I mean I think as stated, the only problem is the direction because the action is boring. There's nothing interesting going on with either like the camera work or the editing or anything. Nothing is really interesting.
No.
I don't think it's just the framing of everything. And framing is off all the time.
Yeah, and for me the worst part is the pacing. Like
the pacing. Yeah,
it's okay in the beginning. It's okay up until the bust in the warehouse, which we saw in the trailer, and that's action scene is okay, but it slows down and all of a sudden it's like there's only Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans in that warehouse. It's super weird. But then there's these long stretches where nothing happens, and it becomes super serious when Damon Wayans is recovering from his injury, which, okay, I get it, because they're not trying to make a comedy, so they have to have this serious where he gets his legs back, basically, because he was shot in the head.
Yeah, but it's so filler.
Oh, yes.
That entire sequence, you don't gain anything.
No. and then it continues when they capture him, and the scene where they're walking on the tarmac towards the plane. It's just people walking, standing, saying words, and they're trying to be a little bit funny here and there, but it's not funny. I didn't laugh once.
I think I laughed like twice, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Some of the parts in the lodge is pretty funny.
Yeah, some parts there is kind of funny.
Yeah.
I think there was at the end. I think some of Adam Sandler's reactions was kind of funny when Keats, as Damon's character is called, when Keats is getting screwed over by the girl in the same way that Adam Sandler was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think some of those reactions was kind of funny. It was like, yeah, now you know how it feels. I mean, those things. Yeah, it's kind of funny, and
it works. It barely works. But like I said, for me, it was the pacing. Like you have one action scene, then there's this long stretch of time where nothing happens. Then you have a genuinely that's actually the best action scene in the movie. The scene on the plane, where Adam Sandler ex machina all of a sudden can fly a plane. I mean, he explains it, but it's like, oh, I can fly a plane, of course. But he has to, ditch in the desert.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, there's actually like a cool stunt with an actual plane. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. But they never top that in the rest of the movie. The rest of the movie is so boring.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, okay, you have this huge airplane stunt 20 minutes in. Now what? We're going to shoot people. Okay.
Yeah. But it's the same thing like with, what is he called? The mob guy.
James Caan's character.
Yeah.
The bad guy.
Yeah,
the main bad guy.
Because I think he's a good bad guy actor.
Oh,
yes. He can do a bad guy really well.
Yeah.
But in this movie, he doesn't. He's not threatening at all. You don't buy it for a second.
No, and he's not in the movie enough.
Yeah, and that's not the actor's fault. That's the direction's fault.
Yeah.
Because he's cast perfectly, and for that role,
Yeah.
So,
it's definitely. We can definitely blame the director for this one. So let's look him up. I know his name is Ernest Dickerson, and it's a name that I recognize, but I can't place my
what has he
finger
made?
on it. Well, that's also something we should. I don't know. These two movies were not directed by women, so he's not continuing that good pattern, unfortunately.
Well, and this is, I said before, this isn't a real Adam Sandler movie, and that's because he wasn't, for me at least, he wasn't involved in the writing of this one.
But he wasn't he?
Don't think so.
I thought he was.
No,
I'm sorry. No, I was thinking of Happy Gilmore because he wrote Happy Gilmore. With the same guy that wrote Billy Madison.
Yeah, because that's the Adam Sandler movie, according to me.
Oh yeah.
He was involved in the writing, and with the same people and doing the same character.
Yeah. Oh, we do have an Alan Covert appearance though. He plays one of the police officers.
Yeah.
And he's cool with a backwards cap on. He's awesome.
Yeah. It seems like the Ernest R. Dickerson.
Yeah.
Only made like television episodes from television shows.
Yeah, a lot of TV.
So, yeah, he did a lot of directed a lot of episodes from The Wire.
Ooh, he did Future
ER,
Sport.
Dexter, Walking Dead. I mean, it's good things. There's nothing bad here. So
no, so maybe he got better. Maybe it was the script as well. Then I don't know.
Or maybe it's just that he's not good at directing movies. He's better at directing TV shows. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it is his like fourth credit, his fourth director movie.
Oh yeah. And it's he made one. Oh God, he made Demon Knight, Tales from the Crypt. That's the movie that Dennis Miller, who has one of the. Oh no, not Dennis Miller. What's his name?
I have not seen Demon Knight.
No,
I've seen the first.
I thought of the other one. Sorry, let's forget that one. There's another Tales from the Crypt movie.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, yeah, but yeah, he only made like after this he made a TV movie. He made like 3 more proper movies, and then he just made TV stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't want to put any blame on Adam Sandler for this. I think he did a good job with what he got. His character works. They have written a character for him that works.
Yeah.
I say.
Because he's not. Like we just talked about him playing the same character in every movie, but it is kind of different in this one.
Yeah.
There are still these random outbursts of like violence and anger. But I guess that's just Adam Sandler. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, in this movie also, there's a logic behind them. Why he has these outbursts.
Yes.
So it's forgiven.
Yeah, and I guess that's some sort of like growth in character. I mean, he didn't write this, but as his characters progresses, there's more of a reason for why he's angry. He's not wholly unlikable. I mean, he's not like a great character, but he's not like a psychopath in this one.
No. So I think it's fine. I'm not gonna rewatch it, and I think it needs. Adam Sandler needs some. In this movie, this is the first movie I can say this is not his fault.
No.
Previous movies were all his fault.
Yes. Yeah, because this is so far the one he has had the least involvement in. Because I don't even think he's producing it. Maybe executive producer. I know he was the one that gave the script to Damon Wayans, because they became acquainted when Damon Wayans was hosting SNL in '94, so a year before Adam Sandler got fired.
All right.
So that's why they are in the movie together. But that's about it. And that's about it for the movies. I don't have anything else to say, especially not about this one.
There's not much to say. It's an okay, below average action comedy from the 90s.
Yeah. I can agree with that. They try to do a new 48 Hours or a new Lethal Weapon, and it didn't work at all.
So what are we gonna give the?
Yes.
What score are these 2 movies getting this week?
Well, I was gonna ask you first, because I've started a little leaderboard here. I don't have a way to put it up on the screen right now. I can do it later, but so far the scores are for let's see here. First, for Going Overboard, you gave it 0 out of 100. We're doing it on a 100 scale, so we can really spread out the points.
Yeah.
I gave it 1 out of 100 because of the slime scene.
That one line.
Slime! Yeah. So gave it 1%. And then we did Billy Madison. You gave it 25 out of 100, or 2.5 out of 10. But we did discuss this off air. Where I was trying to figure out exactly what kind of scale we were going to use. And then you changed it to 15 out of 100.
Yes, I changed it to 15. Because I realized that those 10 points was because I was so happy that it wasn't going overboard.
Yes, yes.
So I gave it an inflated score.
Yeah.
But after I thought about it, it goes down to 15.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it I think 55. I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
a little above average.
Yeah. And I would probably say I would put it on average. So like 45, 50. Somewhere in between. Like, let's say 47. I'll give it a 47 out of 100. It's actually enjoyable sometimes.
Yeah.
And then Bulletproof?
That's for me personally, if it's below 50, then I would be opposed of watching it again.
Oh, okay.
So that's my thinking. If I'm at a movie night and everyone has brought a movie to watch, and one of my friends has brought a movie, if it's 50 or above, I'll say yeah, sure. If it's below, I'd say, hang on, we need to talk about this.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why it gets 55. Yeah, it's fine. Put it on, sure.
Yeah. Bulletproof.
Bulletproof. I think I'm gonna be really kind to this movie. So I'm gonna give it like a 38.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say something similar. Well, once again, maybe 30. Let's say 29 out of 100. I don't want to give it 3 out of 10, so I'll give it 29 out of 100.
Yeah.
It's really bland, flat, boring, and forgettable. But at least it's not offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And that guy, that hotel owner guy is great.
Yeah, he was funny.
A great character.
That scene was weird and awkward, but he made it funny with his reactions.
Which one? Which scene with him?
When they're standing at the front desk.
In the lobby.
Yeah, and he's like starting to like come on. Adam Sandler starts coming on to him, making like these like homosexual like allusions.
Innuendos.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't know, maybe.
And then later when he speaks with wife, how do you know you wouldn't enjoy it?
Yeah.
We should try new things.
That was funny. And it was like a setup for a joke. So, hey, clever. Yeah. Anyway, what what are we doing for next week? I don't have the list up.
So, next week it's Waterboy. But I was thinking, because it's Waterboy and then The Wedding Singer. And didn't Wedding Singer technically came out before Waterboy? Both came out the same year.
Yeah, but in my head, at least here in Sweden, I always thought of The Wedding Singer coming out after The Waterboy. It's just, I don't.
We can do. It's not that important. So
98.
Let's do it like this. Which one do we want to see next week? Waterboy, Wedding Singer.
Oh, so I thought we were gonna do both. We're doing one.
No, we're doing one of them.
Yeah, we're not doing both. We're doing one.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Just one of them. Choose one of them.
I think we should start with the Waterboy.
Okay.
And then
the Waterboy.
Go on to the good one. Yes. So next week, if you wanna follow along in the conversation, we're watching The Waterboy, another very quintessential Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
But that's about it, I think, for this. Yeah. So thank you for watching, and we didn't have anyone in chat this time. There were a couple of watching. I saw you. Why didn't you write anything? Come on, you were here. I saw you. But anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone watching in the archives. And give this a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. Check out Waterboy if you want to be in the conversation next week. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say. So, yeah. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.